Hello everyone, and welcome to our university. On tonight's episode, we're going to play some Boros aggro. So, from Avatar we got Firebender Ascension. I've tried Ascension before in a pure Firebending deck. This time I'm going to try it in an attacking trigger deck with Arabella, Abandoned Doll. Arabella, whenever it attacks, it deals X damage. To each opponent, you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control power 2 or less. So this card is really good already because we can gain a lot of life with things like Mobilize, and another Mobilize here, a Voice of Victory, Mobilize triggers, but it also deals a lot of damage and it bursts our opponent down. But with Firebender Ascension, we can copy it. Now that's insane, right? Just attacking with 3 creatures on board means that along with Arabella, right, that's 3 damage. Or that's 3, X equals 3, and then it doubles it, so you deal 6 damage, gain 6 life with 1 attack. And you can do that with 3 creatures on board. That's like a turn 3 attack. And if you have these, if you have a voice, right, that mobilize 2. If you have a headliner that mobilize 1, that would be mobilize 1, mobilize 2. That's 3 creatures, 4, 5, 6 creatures. That is an attack that deals 12 damage and you gain 12 life. Now counting the Arabella attack itself, you just deal 12 damage. Now imagine if you have a Shocking Sharpshooter out as well. Every creature coming to play deals an extra damage, and your opponent's already dead. I don't even know why I'm doing the math here. So that's the whole idea of the deck. Let's go into the deck list. So turn 1, we want to have 4 Higher Claw and 4 Stadium Headliner to have a strong opening immediately. You want to be able to get in there and deal that damage as quickly as possible. Turn 2, we will have 4 Voice of Victory. If our opponent's control deck, playing the Voice will kind of shut them down a bit, slow them down, making sure that they answer our Voice, not having a counter spell for our turn 3 play. That's pretty important, but falling short of that. Sometimes you just want to throw out Arabella. If they're a blue deck or a green deck, just throw Arabella out. They can't really handle her, and as I mentioned, right, 1 attack on Arabella could be the game. So we also have 4 Shocking Sharpshooter, which is an ETB damage for every creature on our side that ETBs. So that's insane because we have a lot of mobilized triggers. And then we have 4 Firebender Ascension, which a lot of times when I play this card, I forget. Right? I think that Firebender Ascension is whenever a creature attack has a trigger, you add a quest counter, and when you have 4 quest counters, it copies every attacking trigger, which by itself is already really, really good. But Firebender Ascension also gives me a creature. So it's a 2 mana 2/2 at the very least that has Firebending 1. That's really good, I would say. So these are turn 1, turn 2 play. Turn 3, we have 3 Delney, which will copy all of our double attacking triggers, or could really copy all of our creature triggers that has a power 2 or less, which, you know, I also copy the Shocking Sharpshooters, so that every ETB is 2 damage. And if I mobilize, right, that would be, let's say I mobilize 1. It's for the smallest, right? That would be copied, so that I will have 2 creatures come into play, and each creature coming into play will have the Shocking Sharpshooter damage copied, so that means that each creature deals 2 damage, and since I have 2 creatures, that would be 4 damage. So 1 attack already deals 4 damage without Arabella. So Delney is also a very good card in the deck. We also have 3 Suki. I see a lot of decks run it. I want to try her out. 3 mana 2/4. Other creatures you control gives +1/+0, which is a Anthem effect is already pretty good. And whenever a permanent leaves the battlefield, we get a 1/1 ally. Active triggers once per turn during our turn. And Suki triggers with auto-mobilize. So those are permanents that will leave, which means that after mobilizing trigger happens, we will still get a 1/1, at least 1/1/1 that remains. So that's not too bad. And then we have 4 Sanguine Evangelist, obviously a Battlecry trigger, but a really good Battlecry trigger because it doubles with Firebender Ascension and also doubles with Delney. So yeah, every time we attack, we actually get an extra +1/+0 for each of those triggers that we get to copy. And then 4 Torch Tower, of course, to burn our opposing Badger Mode Cubs and where else to like. And that's the whole deck. So the land base-wise, we're going to run 22 lands. This is the direct copy I found from a lot of deck lists. 4 Inspiring Vantage, 4 Sacred Foundry, 4 Sunbillow Verge, of course, our dual-color deck for Boros, and 2 Multiversal Passage. Then we have 2 Dalkovan Encampment, 1 Playing, and 5 Mountains to get the land split that we want. And Dalkovan Encampment should always come into play untapped because it just requires a mountain, and we have a lot of mountains in the deck, right? So Sacred Foundry is a mountain. Mountains are mountains. Multiversal Passage, naming red, is also a mountain. So we should be able to get this untapped, and then this will also create attackers for another mobilized trigger. And that's the whole idea of the deck. A very straightforward deck, and I do expect a lot of fast wins with this deck. But let's actually see the games and, see how well it can do in the current standard. Alright, our opponent is Pundamajiga. I know it's pun damage, but I like Pundamajiga. Our opponent's going first again. Yay! Go on tap land. No, that's a first. We're gonna hire some claws. Alright, he's gonna shock off our higher claw. I'll put the voice down. It forces a reaction here. I like the Airbender's Ascension. The Firebender's Ascension does not require us to attack. So if he lost us, we get voice. Voice is gonna die as well. Let's go into attack. Helix every turn. Alright. Sharpshooter. There's another Ascension down. True. Shoot him dead. Kill off the wrong part. I want the Arabella down. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Triggers 4 times. The manas don't do anything. And here we are. Oh, he's going to console. Ooh, land. Perfect timing for a land, I guess. That is a good land. I don't even want to pump that, honestly. Do I? I'll go to 2. That's a lot of triggers. Do I get there just this turn on the attack? No, I don't. Oh, I do. Well, that's a lot. Alright, GG. Nice lightning helix deck, y'all. Take that. Alright, our opponent is Arkzard. Well, I guess today's not the day. We'll go second. Okay hand. The go second definitely hurts. I thought I have 4 torch in the deck, but in like the 5 or 6 games I've played, I've drawn like 1 torch. I got 2 encampments though. Oh, there's a torch. Yay. They're blue, so I want to stop the blue mana from happening. We'll play a torch. We'll play a voice. They would probably try to bounce the higher claw or counter the voice. I mean, they were gonna counter anything that I played, so it doesn't matter there what I played. I want to play the Ascension here. Tidebinder. I don't want to put Arabella. Against blue? Yeah, I can just throw her out there. Oh, okay. Because we killed his one blocker, he leaves. Ha, loser. Alright, our opponent is Elon Muffs. Well, nobody likes you. Oh, look at that. Opponent goes first. That's rare. I mean, I'm more. That joke is rare at this point. Yes, we play a mountain. Yeah, you know you're supposed to play cards, right? You get nowhere not playing creatures. Come to shock. Well, what am I gonna do? Not play my creature? My aggro deck? Blocks. I guess. If I must, gotta hold up removal against the stupid slick shot. That would just one turn kill us out of nowhere. He has his higher claw. So he's touching all his cards. Touch, touch. I leave 2 mana open. Do we kill this higher claw? Not likely to be a good idea to kill higher claw there. I'll attack first. Wants to use a burn spell. Let's use a voice to stop him from playing burn spells. Go ahead and turn. Make him waste 2 mana. That's pretty good. Alright, here comes the slick shots. They're slick and they're shooting at us. Use his pump spells now. I don't think I blocked the higher claw. It's more important to keep the voice. Is that all he does? If that's all he does. You can torch that. I play a land here. Sacrifice his creature. I can do this whenever, but I don't really have the mana to do that whenever. He can't do anything this turn. So I guess it's Sharpshooter plus Arabella. Huh. I definitely want Arabella down. And that's going to be 2 mana. There's no reason to not have the other 2 mana tapped. Sharpshooter plus Arabella. Gotta go in for damage. I don't think he can kill me from here with 14 damage on board. But guess we'll find out. Firebending Student, not haste. Is it a haste giver? Haste Giver is probably the scariest part. If he doesn't have it, then we can get there. You can also have Lightning Bone against Arabella. He attacks! I don't agree with that at all, but okay. You wanna pump? Literally does nothing. Ooh, I can use the encampment. If I use the encampment, how much damage do I deal? I think that's lethal if I do that. Alright, this I want to trigger last. These two I want to trigger first. Take two. Take two more. Does he die before I even feel it? Yeah, he does. Ha! GG. -5 already. Alright, our opponent is Molly Morgan. You go first. Wow, this is a perfect you go first hand. With no white mana, bunch of burn spells. Our opponent's probably not even playing a green deck. Let's see. Bring a removal dot deck. It's shocking. Slick shot show off. Not even gonna come at me, bro? They're white. Let's get rid of it now. You know what? I'm gonna pull back the higher call. I might want to burn whatever thing they play, and then I can Firebender Ascension. I really don't want to take another turn off Ascension here. Get the two-lander. Beautiful game we were having. Take the 1. I don't think they're gonna summon a 3/3 here. Alright, Love Song. This 2/3. I block 2/3. Didn't play anything. I will get 2 mana. Do I want to attack for 2 mana? That's the question, right? You can sack the fire. I don't think the Firebender Ascension is kind of happening here. I already have one in my hand. Delney with a Sharpshooter is insane. Let's see what he wants to do. He's got 4 mana. Maybe 5 this turn. Okay, Needlehead. I cannot draw cards. He's gonna... Boros Charm me? Wild. Wild. Alright, so... The Sharpshooter here. You take 2. higher claw. You take 4. So if I attack, for 2, 3. Well, if I attack for 2, I get 2 mana. If he blocks Delney, I'll be able to deal 3 damage. It's not lethal with 3 damage. Now you want to block? Didn't want to block. Just top deck a land. Well, to be fair, if I didn't top deck a land, I would not be able to play anything else. Because that play was the same amount of mana that I needed. There's a slick shot, but I have 2 shocking sharpshooters. Both wave me. Alright. What if I just block? Down to 7. That shoots him like 4 times a day. 1, 2, dead. GG. And even with that hand, we kicked their butt. Take that, Bolt Wave deck. Alright, our opponent is Terra Lord. Oh Lord. We go first. Well, be that as it may, we actually cannot double spell this. Oh, 2 torch anyways. Not likely for us to be able to double spell. We'll get the Ascension down. This gives us the additional mana we might need. No Inspiring Verge though, so that is definitely gonna be an aggro deck. Is it? Is it Terra? Is it a Terra deck? He's called Terra Lord. Treasures. Oh, maybe it's not an aggro deck. That's double encampment. This is kind of hilarious. Alright, what do we do here? I do want Arabella down, but Delney gives me double triggers. If I get double triggers, do I just get there? If I do this, I don't actually hold up a red mana. It's too white. Oof. You know what? I want double triggers. I might regret this. I get more mobilize. They're gonna Toy Car Stadium headliner. They're gonna play another Dredgers. Alright, they're pretty close to getting what they want. I think I still hit the Arabella down. Whenever you attack this turn, I won't attack this turn. Again, after Firebending, so... Okay. Here we are. We're gonna have to try to get there against their 4-mana play. Overlord. It's gonna deal 4 damage to Arabella, probably. Yes. Nothing we can do. Arabella again. I don't know if I... There's 5 mana plays. Probably Yuna, which will bring back an Overlord and we'll just die. So... If I make this attack... think I double copied that. They're down to 4. They don't stick a unit. That's good for me. I don't really care about Esper Origin. They're gonna have their own. I'm gonna get so much damage out of this. I just need to make sure that. Yep. I just need to make sure that my Arabella survives, and the game will be over. All right. Our opponent is Rubber Beer 7187. Is that like home address or something? Opponent goes first, and we get 2 Delneys. Delney's a good card. Not 2 of them in the open with our opponent going first. Helena's gonna go down. Oh, Bash for now? Maybe Helena's gonna go down? No. The aggros of all aggros. I really want to leave. Like, what chance do I have? I'm on 15 on turn 2 here. None of these really blocks. Alright. Huh. What pump does he have? We'll find out. Okay. Needlehead. Bolt wave. Just wants to get in there. I guess it's fair. If I have Delney and attack, I get 4 1/1s, but then my voice will die, right? Ooh. Still. Sprawls. We're gonna... I mean, does it really matter? Block here. It matters because... reasons. It does force him to use that 2 mana, that's the only thing. That's 7. Not much life left in me. This gives me 2 of them, but I don't think I have enough time for 2 of them. So we will shock. Why is there a stick? I didn't pay life. Oh, and I lost life because of the Razorkin Needlehead. Yeah. That makes sense. I brought him down to 5. I just gotta try to survive. I don't think I'll ever get the Evangelist, so maybe I just need Delney to survive. No, what am I saying? Sharpshooters to survive. Because I can play another Delney. Nova Hellkite. That's 4 damage. 5 damage, 6 damage. I'll be at 1 if I double block. Yep. Well, actually, no. The Shark Trooper can. Well, yeah, the Shark Trooper can block. He didn't shoot the Shark Trooper. That's weird. Also, didn't attack with the Hellkite. It's even more weird. Alright, well. This will block here. I don't need that. Just to block here because it won't kill it. That was a horrible play. I'll just draw. Let's not GG him too early. So Evangelist does not give us the trigger. Right, it gives us 2 creatures. Yeah. I want to know if this triggers twice. I think it doesn't. Even though it says that whenever you attack, it's not a creature that triggers. I don't know if it's Delney triggering. Well, GG. Alright, our opponent is Feels Good MTG. I'm sorry for your opponent, but you won't feel good playing MTG. Just won't happen. Look at his hand. Oh, go second. Yay. I just keep shocking myself. Blue-white, huh? I think I do want the Arabella out, though. Not for nothing, but this does a lot of damage and the ramps. And if he get lost Arabella, I can get those much needed. He didn't get lost Arabella. It's 2 mana. Maybe I play Voice, or maybe I play Firebender Ascension. Or I can just quit. I guess he doesn't feel good, like I said. Alright, our opponent is Liquid Tux. We go first, which would be nice, if not for the fact that there's only white lands in my hand. Can I afford? No, I can't afford to go that slow. I'm gonna have to anyways, but you know. Oh, yeah, I get your feeling. I get your feeling, Liquid Tux. This is WotC design right here. You don't even want to play the game after your hand. Alright, our opponent is Lord Hoist. Host? Host. Veteran Brawler. Well, Veteran Brawler is going first. Ew, Veteran Brawler. I don't understand what the big draw is from Brawl. It is worse EDH because you don't get any politics. You can't play with more than 1 person. It has alchemy cards, which is just disgusting. And like you guys still have 100 cards, but only 25 life. I don't know. I guess EDH players have nothing else to do on Arena. Here we are, Stadium Headliner. We're headlining. They went first, they have humans, and they're gonna reanimate attack. I better win on turn 4. With our opponent going first, so that means we get 3 turns to try to win. Yeah, I'm not getting there. Oh, would you look at that? They're just gonna mill 4 cards and hit their win con this turn. Okay, don't play your breeder. Oh, what? You want to bring back Tavaro? What a shocking surprise. Yeah, I think you still have to do it. He's only at 15, and he's just gonna, oh, he's at 16 now. He's gonna mill 4 more cards. 3rd Overlord time. Would not be surprised. Solid. Alright, now he can discard the card he wants to discard. The reanimating. Bringer of Doom. Are you gonna not do it? Is this really that much of a decision? Jeez. This deck only does one thing. Like, just try to do that thing. Oh, he didn't have a bringer. Hilarious. Is that good? Delney gives ability of a creature you control with power 2 or less triggers. It will trigger an additional time. So the battle cry will trigger twice. But I do want the Sharpshooter down as well. Huh. Because I want to shoot down the... Alright, so Firebending 1, Firebending 1. Those are all the ones that want to happen. Which one is it copying? It doesn't tell me. Which one is being copied? I can't tell. Kill that. I think that's lethal. Don't quote me. I'm not good at math here. But I think minus 17 is more than 10 damage. Or more than 0. So, yeah, he's dead. Well, see, you gotta win by turn 4. I guess it was our turn 4. But still, I think they're about to win. They just didn't draw the bringer combo. Right? If they had the bringer combo from the Overlord there, it would have been game. Alright, our opponent is... I'm not reading that, but I'm sorry that happened. Opponent goes first. Turn 1, Spy Gas. I shall hire some claw. Is this either Simic or Dimir? I can't tell because it's 2 starting town. I'm gonna guess it's Dimir. Actually, no. Come on, talk. Simic. Badger Molten? No, just use some. Weird. Oh, well, no more lice? Yo. Alright. Do we want to use the Ascension here? Use the Ascension here. I mean, they have a 2/2 to block our 1/2, so I don't think they want to attack. They did not want to attack with the Spycast Siren. And I didn't want to attack. Okay, I'm not gonna have activated abilities. He didn't want that. He wants to have activated abilities. Don't waste my time with this crap. All right, our opponent is Pevero 75. No one turn 1 place. Oh yay. Yeah, I will play the Vantage. Because I want to torch a bat or something. Nope, don't have to torch a bat. Okay, well then I'm gonna avoid it. Nice 2 swamps. Be a shame you can't play anything with them. Just gonna play something else now anyway. Nowhere to run. Yeah, there it is. I'll play my Evangelist. Huh, he doesn't have anything else to play. Now, the Ascension will give me... It's not bad, right? The Ascension will give me 1 trigger, just the battle cry. And then I'll play the Arabella. Arabella's not living for long, but it's at least a threat. And if Arabella sticks, the game's over. Whoa. Did my Arabella just stick? 1, 2, 3, right? I'll pay the life. I don't even care. This should go last. No, the battle cry should go last, I think. Oh, this... I will copy battle cry. That's a lot, man. GG. It's hard to figure out which trigger goes first on the stack here, because when it copies, I think it copies the last trigger first. But whatever, GG. Alright, our opponent is Seto Kaibamin. Are you gonna play a bunch of monsters in one turn? You can't screw the rules on Arena. I wish I could. Ooh. 3-1 drops, and our opponent's going first. Just gotta hit a land. I mean, I say that, but let's see how well that pays off for me. 2 blue. Good. He didn't play nothing. He kept not playing anything. Well, Delney's getting countered. No, didn't get countered. Wait, is our opponent just feeding us wins? Is that the Saito Kaiba meaning that he feeds wins? Does Kaiba win against anyone? I don't actually remember anymore. Okay, fine. I don't mind that at all. Two triggers. Is Aetherize coming up? Aetherize won't be able to fight through the voice. Okay. Draw 2, discard 2. You're dead next. I mean, this dead on board. I don't know what his plan is. Oh, a reanimator deck with 2 islands. Hilarious. 3 islands. Get rid of that. Voice. There. Now he can't play anything. That's double battle cry. Pump this too. Gotta get that damage in. Minus 12. GG. Seto Kaiba me. I mean, you play that deck, you deserve to lose. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all those Boros aggro games, how does this deck feel? I gotta say, this is my gripe with WotC in modern design, because it's crap, right? It's the deck won a lot. I think we won 12 out of like 15 or 16 games, so it won a lot. But a lot of the games, I feel like it lasted 2 turns. It's basically our opponent feels, I'm out, I'm not gonna go beat this, they leave. Or in 2 turns, I feel like, oh, I'm already dead. So I play it out, but I still either lose or, win out of some, our opponent being mana screwed scenario. But it's really not a engaging game because this deck is so overwhelmingly powerful when it does its thing. And just like those, reanimator decks that are overwhelmingly powerful when they do their thing, they win on turn 4. So this deck basically has to beat them on turn 4. And if we happen to go second, which is every game, that means we have to win by our turn 3. That's really a tall ask here. And now, not only that, we have to make sure in early game we have enough interactions, because turn 1 Landward Elf and turn 2 Badger Most will really get out of control. So Stadium Headliner is good. I think Torch to Tower might not be good enough. I think we might want to have Burst Lightning, because we got a lot of Firebending triggers that got to waste, right? If I can use those triggers for a Burst Lightning that deal 4 damage for 5 mana, maybe we can actually burst our opponent and get there quicker. There was only one game where I had to sacrifice a creature or sacrifice a token for Torture Tower to deal 3. So I think Burst Lightning might be better. That is questionable, but I do think that is one thing to consider. But yeah, we do have a lot of tokens to sack. Another thing that I might want to cut is Suki. Suki is great. I really like her ability, but for 3 mana, which is, you know, our turn 3, right? We either win or we lose, and playing Suki does not really allow us to win that turn, so playing Delney sometimes does. So Delney is good. I think we might want 4 Delneys and 2 Suki. So maybe we want to cut all the Suki out, have 4 Delneys, and have 2 Torture Tower and 4 Burst Lightnings. Those are my immediate thought about this deck. It's very strong, and if you get to go first, you almost always win, unless the only thing you draw is 3 drops. But yeah, this is modern WotC design. You hope that you go first, hope that you have a good hand, and try to win by turn 3. That is an aggro deck's plan. So that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.